Hello YouTube Nation, it's Ron from RTR Gearheads, and this video is an update on the 1994 S-10 with the 1994 TBI 350 swap. Truck originally came with the 4.3, I put the 350 in it because 4.3 motor was shot anyway and cost about the same to do the whole swap and get the 350 as it did to replace the 4.3. In this video, I'm actually starting the grill conversion, a grill swap. Like I said, it's a 94, and we're doing a 98 to 2003 grill conversion. Possibly taking a little further and doing the extreme valence and everything. In the video, you might notice I stop every now and then, like every 10 or 15 minutes. I can only work about 10 or 15 minutes now without going in and getting some ice on my shoulder and my neck. But as you'll see, the morning goes a little better when I get some help. So go ahead, watch, let me know what you guys think, and I'll be back with you in a little bit. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the removal. This is the front end of the S-10 right now. So for the grill, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go under here, 5, that one's missing, and that is it for the front. We'll go ahead and knock that out and be back with you in a minute. So it actually ended up being, everybody's like 1/4 inch or 5/16, but it actually ended up being 7 mil for me. See, the grill itself is off. I'm gonna have to replace this piece also. Didn't come with the cord support when I got it because, as you see, the slots go this way, which for the 98 to the 03, the slots have to go horizontally versus vertically for the grill to clip in. It's a little dark out right now. I just want to get some of this started tonight. Tomorrow I will go ahead and pick it back up for you and continue the 98 to 03 front grill swap and bumper for the 94 S-10. Like I said, we'll be doing away with these headlights and going with the newer headlights. For me, having night blindness, it sort of helps. So, all right, I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, I did decide to go ahead and remove the headlight buckets tonight too. The pictures I just showed will actually show the 4 bolts that have to come out. If you guys can see them from here. So, for the prep, mine, unsurprisingly, they came off rather easy. I'm actually going to put these right back in core support once I remove them. Okay, so I'll drop the bolt somewhere that I'm gonna have to find or get a flat. headlight is out. And all you have to do is unplug this. And as you see, it's out. I'm gonna have to find those bolts though. I know one was right here. So I'm gonna put them right back in so I don't have them floating around anywhere. There's still one that's somewhere I have to find, so. And add two more. Oh, there it is. Well, okay. I did actually get it already. So you see the 4 holes. You had 1, 2, 3, 4. You probably spray them down. I didn't. It's actually shocked me that mine wasn't actually how it normally would be, which would be froze up and snap off and stuff like that. But all right, like I said, all you gotta do is get the ratchet out of here real quick. What to do is unplug this. Let me set you guys over here. Unplug this. And there you go. And there's your headlight wiring. Which when we go to put the other grill back on, we'll cover that in depth as far as the wiring. We'll go over here, grab the ratchet just in case. Go over here to the passenger side. I said I was surprised that most of these weren't froze up at all. It shocked me with this truck. Seems to be a tendency for everything on this truck. Okay, let me go ahead and get these out. You see, right back there, that's the one I'm going for. Set you guys aside here for a minute. Not a nice way to do it. One, go for this top. Two. All right, I got 2 of them out. Here's 3, which is the bottom of it. And then up here is, this right here is actually my battery tender wire that I have from when it was in the garage all the time. Here is the last one right here. Okay, and like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put the bolts right back in. Once I get this core support out, I will actually mount everything as one piece back in here in the core support, and I'll just leave it sit in storage or until I figure out if there's somebody that wants it, or these red wires you see back there are actually for my fans. The radiator I ordered for the swap is comes with its own fans. So that one's going back in hard. Get it crooked. Alright, again, let's set you guys right here. Bear with me for a second. Try to set you guys somewhere where you're not gonna fall. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, so you see those 4 bolts are just back in place until we get the core support off, and then we're going to reassemble everything. See, I've got the headlight wires tucked in for now. Lights will actually go get locked up in the truck tonight. And we come down here. Here is the core support out of the 9803 that we're going to be using. The radiator should be arriving tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and cut in on that and then get the AC condenser and the radiator mounted in there. Again, like I said, I'm going to end up having to order the newer one of those. I'll take this off tomorrow also. Alright, but there we go for now. We are going to be putting the AC back in here. I do have the compressor for it. That's why I'm going to keep the condenser. But as you see, I will get morning. Good afternoon, YouTube Nation. This is Ron back with you. Did do a little prep. I actually went in and pulled the battery tray out and the whole harness here. I'm gonna go over the bolts. So there are actually on both sides on the bottom for the inner fender well. There are 3 bolts on the bottom. And they got your 2 core support bolts. There's several grounds. Several fender bolts, 1, 2, 3 fender bolts, actually 4 fender bolts. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling them out right now. Mine are actually 13s, so yours might be slightly different, but all mine are 13s. So I can get you in here a little closer. There we go. 2. There is a 3rd fender bolt down here. I think I have loose. This hurts bad. Okay. 3. Alright. This one. Here we have the fan shroud. Oops. 3 of them for me. Okay, let me go ahead and get the fan shroud up and out of the way. This one was cut down because of the V8 swap. Alright. We have the ones over here. Should be loose also. Should be. one actually goes from the inside out. I believe it's in there to avoid the washer fluid reservoir. One down here for the fender also. I'll have to get on there and get that one. Oh. Also, while I'm under here, I'm going to go ahead and pull the ones that are for the inner fender. This one wants to be a pain. That one's out. The inner fender ones. Right now, what we're actually doing is we're not gonna do the bumper, the newer one. I think we're gonna actually go with the extreme setup on this, if I can find the body kit. Bracket that is for the inner fender. Alright, go over this side and do the same. As you see, it's almost loose now. The ones from underneath. I did pre-soak them all beforehand, so trying to be as neat as I can because I'm doing this in my driveway. It's a new driveway. Bump like that. Okay, there's those. I'll show you. Core support pretty much is more than ready to come out. I have to make sure though, I'm trying not to pull the radiator for right now. The other radiator is still, the new one is actually en route. I still have to pull the AC condenser lines so that way we can transfer the AC condenser from this core support to the 98 to 03. So, and I do have the bolts actually loose for the core support. Now that should be a 15 on the top. You'll see here in a sec, but they're loose enough. But you put 15 in. All I did was ratchet and 15, put them in. You can actually tuck it with the bumper. You can actually make it reach in there, lock it in, and then go from the bottom, which is an 18 for me, for the lower portion of core support. Bolts, as you see, they are nasty. I might end up just going and replacing them now anyway. Other side also. Yeah, I'm gonna not put this on because I'm gonna try to find locally some radiator core support bushings, because these ones are shot and it makes no sense to put this new radiator support on without new bushings. You see how it's slotted here? That's just so you can pull out that bolt. And right now, other than the radiator and the AC lines for the condenser, the core support should be ready to come out. How well does that work, right? Nasty, very nasty. So I'm gonna try to find a set locally before I put this back together. It doesn't make any sense to put it back together like that. Get all these together. For the right. Now there were several grounds I had to pull in here. My battery tray, other than the hold down, only had one bolt, which is right here. Got some wiring I'm going to rework in there also while we have this apart. Well, because of oncoming weather, it's supposed to rain, it's supposed to start this evening and any minute now actually. That was the most current update. As you saw, the core support's ready to come out. The new radiator did deliver today, so we're going to go ahead and get that prepped we're going to go ahead and get a new AC condenser, and that way we can get that set in the new core support, or the 98, the 03 core support, and then cut the radiator in there also. So once we pull the core support that's in the S-10 out now, we'll have that one already prepped and ready to go in. Once the weather clears, we will go ahead and get an update with the S-10 and show you guys us putting that core support in and getting everything hooked up. As you saw, I picked this stuff up today as far as the grill and the lights, and we'll be doing, like I said before, I'll actually walk through the wiring. A lot of the information I got on this conversion was actually from S-10 forums. So I'll walk you through the wiring when it comes down to that, since you're going from the sealed beam with a high and low to actually separate low beam and a high beam. Actually walk you through that when it comes time, and actually have a screenshot for you to actually show what you need to do as far as the electrical for the lights. For right now, we're going to keep the stock bumper on it, like I mentioned before in the video, and until I can actually get a decent bumper and lower valence for the truck. The ones in the yard were dented, damaged. You know, some of them, the bumpers were actually rusted. Although all we're doing is a bumper cover and the valence, but we're also going to end up changing out the grill to a paintable one to match the green on the truck, and the lights also we're going to end up changing out to I think they were black with the black reflectors on them. But again, thanks for watching. Okay, keep you guys up to date. We do have more coming on the Trans Am. Unfortunately, Tommy couldn't make it this week on Wednesday, so with the weather coming tomorrow, it's not going to happen tomorrow either. He's also got some updates on his Apache. He's hopefully supposed to be getting the transmission back for that, so get that bolted in and drive shaft measured out and get a new drive shaft, and hopefully we'll have that thing running and driving under its own power soon. Might be just in and out of driveway, but still. Again, thank you guys that have subscribed. I think we have 132 subscribers right now. I'd like to thank you guys and girls that have subscribed, and encourage the people that are watching that haven't subscribed yet. Go ahead and subscribe. That way we know that, you know, our content, our material is actually interesting, and that way we can continue as you guys support us with actually going ahead and subscribing. We can know that we'll go ahead and get some more content up. All right, again, this is Ron from RTR Gearheads. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Hit like, let us know what you guys think. And more to come from RTR. Thanks for watching.